Hi, I'm Matt from HockeyReviews.ca, and this is the Bauer Vapor 2X glove snapshot review. So I have a video on the 2X Pro, but we'll get rid of that one. I also have another video on the the X2.9 with these funky palms, but we'll get rid of that one for this. This one is on the 2X Pro itself. If you are looking to buy hockey equipment or anything hockey related, please check out the link in the description to purehockey.com. If you do make a purchase by using that link, it does have a kickback to me, so it helps fund the channel. That way I can keep doing reviews like this and make more content. So, the Vapor 2X glove. Bauer has done something different this time. In the past, Pro model glove had the basically Pro palms. As you can see, APX2 Pro, right there. 1X Pro, right here. This is a Pro stock, but it's the same idea. And then 2S Pro, same thing here. The other thing that's different is back in before, the 2X, the Pro line had a smaller cuff, as you can see right here. Now they're all flared throughout the line, so there's no difference between them. Also, finally, I'm pretty sure the 1X line did have pour-on the fingers and everything. Then the 1X Pro line had pour-on and plastic insert, so basically fingers would be pour-on, foam, and a plastic piece over top, and same with the backhand. And then I know that the Pro levels for the APX2 and then APX2 and APX2 Pro would have pour-on in the backhand like this, which was right here. All the pour-on is gone. Bauer has removed all of the licensing stuff that they used to have, like pour-on right here and 37.5. It's now all their own stuff in-house. So this one has like a Thermo Max liner, where the 2X Pro has a thermal core. The difference between these two is the foam package and the palms. This is their Pro palm. This is their Connect Plus palm. Honestly, they feel very, very similar. I can't really tell a difference between the two. The materials feel basically the same. The difference really is the color. So they're both super comfortable, so I'll give them that. So I mentioned on the 2X Pro that Bauer is basically cost cutting on this glove. I mentioned the pour-on. Pour-on doesn't exist on these lines anymore at all. I saw that coming when they did the 1X Lite, which was this glove, basically completely this glove, minus the graphic was different. And the inside, they took out pour-on, so it was just a normal liner, basically just like this. So that was a downgrade there. The other thing they did is they used to have a 3-piece cuff or 3-piece thumb on everything. Now they're all 2-piece. So difference, that's a 2-piece, 3-piece. You can see right there. I go into detail about that, about this thumb on the 2X Pro video, so I suggest watching that. I'm not going to go on this ranting and raving thing. The differences between these, like I said, it's basically just the materials and the foam package, like the palm foam and foam package, and like the look of it. This one doesn't have the crazy materials like the leatherish, or not leather. It's weird. I don't even know what to call it. This one's a little bit more understated, but still has that giant logo here. So for the foam package on this, I did a protection test on this everywhere. With my mini stick test, and it worked really well. It passed really well. This is a downgrade from the 2X Pro. The 2X Pro one's a bit squishier. I had problems with this in the past. I broke my index finger with taking a slap shot here. Slap shot obviously there would do damage everywhere, but I feel like this is one of the worst designs because it just is a hard piece of foam and doesn't have like one of those smartphones or something to really dampen that. So the foam package on here is really good because it does have that lower piece. It does have a stiffer part right there, and then it does obviously have that plastic insert. So the difference of it is the bottom part on this one does feel much softer than what the bottom part on this one does. So this one doesn't feel, I think that the 2X Pro is like, I can't remember what they're calling their foam, but they're named foam, and this one is just a foam package. This works really well. I did the protection test on it. It passed with flying colors everywhere on the back. So just like the 2X Pro, it still has that spandex underneath the cuff. So what happens with that is if you do get hit basically right there, you do feel it pretty good. But if you get hit here, it transfers more or less to this. And if you get hit at the top, it transfers to this. So there is that gap of protection that still kind of hurts, but it's not that bad. It's pretty decent, to be honest. So one thing I want to talk about this glove, what I really like, is Bauer, I think it's like their IntelliSense or something fingers. Whatever the material they're using on the inside of these fingers is unbelievably comfortable, and it's so nice to be in there. Bauer deserves huge props for that. My complaint with this glove, like it's very, very comfortable. Bauer said it's their most comfortable glove. I find it very, very comfortable. I have a feeling this is going to take over the Nexus line. So basically there's a Nexus team glove that a lot of people have now. I think it's going to be this going in the future, just because they changed the fit of this. They said they changed 9 different fit zones or something. I think that line's going away. Nexus Protective is basically all gone. So I think this is going to be the final thing that knocks Nexus gloves out, because it's a 3-roll. So it's basically a 4-roll anyways, which is similar to what the Nexus design is. And it's a kind of a mix where it's more open feeling. So it's not super tight like Supreme. I just don't know how many Nexus people would want this cuff, but we'll see what happens. My one complaint about these gloves, and it was a complaint about 2X Pro too, is the fit and finish isn't that good. So you can see how this piece is sticking out. On the 2X Pro, it's actually the middle piece that's sticking out. I can kind of see how this has a gap there and it doesn't sit kind of how it normally should. Mobility and everything of these are fine. It's actually really good. Not as good as a 3-piece thumb, obviously. And the other thing is I can feel kind of this piece right here. So I can feel the seams and the stitching right there on that. And it happened with, like, I tried 4 gloves, I think, of these. I could feel it there on everyone. It might just go away after usage, but it's something I want to call out because this is a $179 glove, so it's not amazingly expensive, but it's not super cheap either. You can see how this piece too is also not sitting that well on there. It's kind of bunched up. So yeah, it's not a super cheap glove. It's not a super expensive glove either. I mean, it is still like $179 Canadian. So I'd expect that stuff to be better. Outside finger protection is actually really good on this. Same with the 2X Pro. So that's disappointing for me, the fit and finish and stuff like that. The gussets are spandex, which is it's pretty good for this price point. Usually they could cheapen out a little bit and go one step down from there, like the Warrior ones did. Overall, this is a fine glove. I just have a hard time recommending something where they took away features like this thumb and like got rid of the pour-on, got rid of the pour-on and the liner and the backhand liner. So I have problems with that, and I'm a little bit worried that the Nexus is going to go away and Bauer's kind of cutting more things. And that disappoints me a lot, because previously, basically this glove was the same, basically the same as this glove. And this is a glove from an NHL team, and this is the retail glove. So for a while, these gloves were basically the pro stock versions, and this is what came in it, and it was really impressive. So it's really disappointing that Bauer's moving away from that quite significantly with this line. So we'll see what happens with the next Supreme line, because I still really like the Supreme glove, but I'm worried what Bauer is doing with this, and if they're going to keep going the cost cutting route, because they don't pass that savings on to the consumer by any means. So you're still paying full and you're not quite getting, in my opinion, the glove that you got before. So that's disappointing to me. I suggest you try them on. I think they're super comfortable. They got that part right really well, and protection is actually pretty good too. It's just I'm disappointed at the features kind of going away. So thank you very much for watching this video. Hopefully it was helpful. Make sure you check my other videos out for these gloves if you're interested. If you ever do buy a piece of gear because of one of my videos, please reach out to a manufacturer, let them know on social media. It helps me get on their radar so I can get gear and hopefully do long-term reviews and not just short stuff like this and snapshot reviews. If you are buying a piece of gear, please think about going through the link in the description to Pure Hockey or even Pure Goalie. And anything you buy through that link, I get a kickback on. That way it helps fund the channel so I can keep doing reviews like this. Thank you very much for watching, and take it easy.
You're watching HockeyReviews.ca.